health, psychology, and human nature with André Sturesson. Welcome, friends, to Health, Psychology, and Human Nature with me, André Sturesson, which is about, I think you guessed it, health, psychology, and human nature. Boy, am I happy to have you here. A big, big welcome. This is the start of our long journey together. A journey where we will explore together, we will learn together, and also use that knowledge to improve our lives together. And I'm really glad to have you with me. So, what will we explore? The first subject is health. We will explore topics like exercise, sleep, diet, fasting, omega-3, vitamin D, aging, and a lot more. And the second subject is psychology. So it's things like personality, cognitive behavioral therapy, gratitude, mindsets, meditation, intelligence. And the third subject is human nature. Who are we? What are we? Why are we? We will explore things like why we have different systems, if we have a blueprint, and if so, what it is. Why we have emotions like gratitude, why we like movies, evolution, and a lot more. So the podcast is both about exploring these topics, but also using the knowledge to affect our lives. The podcast is a science-focused podcast. Why? Because we want to learn from those that know the best. And I think of researchers like today's wise men and women. Practically, it means that most of the guests on the show are researchers who really knows their subjects. The podcast will be published every Tuesday and Friday during the first 8 weeks, and it will probably be the same dates for a very long time, so Tuesdays and Fridays, twice a week. All right, so you might wonder, who is your traveling companion? My name is André. I am a Swede from the south of Sweden, 32 years old, with a love of learning. I have been curious since I was very, very young. When I was really young, only a few years old, I asked a lot of questions. So much so that a Greek restaurant owner once challenged me. If you can be quiet for 2 minutes, you will win this huge bubble gum. Well, I didn't win that gum. Kidding, I did win that gum, and it was pink and it was fabulous. And when I was 15, I started buying books on various topics. I learned about the flow state, how to speed read, the bibliography of Henry Ford, and a lot of other subjects. And I continued to be curious, and during my bachelor in business administration, when I could choose whatever I wanted for a semester, I wanted to study psychology. Although I forgot to apply and had to study law and statistics instead. During that time, I also watched a lot of TED Talks, so much so that I started my own conference that was inspired by TED during my master's in entrepreneurship. Looking back, I can really see the thread in my life. I've always gravitated back to exploring, learning, improving, and the subject has been health, well-being, biological health, psychology, human nature for a long time now. And just like Aristotle, I am a believer in good habits. So I exercise almost daily, eat well for the most time, take omega-3, vitamin D, I prioritize my sleep, do intermittent fasting, meditate, write about things I'm grateful for, and other things. I think it's very interesting to look at different interventions and how they can help us. I'm really glad that there's still so much to explore and learn. And the best of all is that we will explore and learn together. So my friend, grab that torch of yours, put on your booze and your 90s glasses, because we are in for a ride together. See you in the first episode.